Greetings, greetings, greetings. Welcome back to another episode of Messages from the Divine. This is day-oyabunmi. Thank you so much for joining me again. Special shout out to my patrons, my Divine Tribe on Patreon. You're always the first to see these videos. Thank you so much for your support. Ashe. So, today on Messages from the Divine, this is open format. So we're just going to check in, kind of do like a spiritual checkup and see what they want me to communicate to those of you watching, okay? If you would like to support my channel, please subscribe, like, and share, and always leave comments because that helps me in the algorithm, okay? All right. Okay, so greetings to your high consciousness. As you're listening to this, I pray that you're well, that you're strong, that you're inspired, and that you are just feeling positive vibes. Ashe. Okay. So the divine wants me to let you know that you have a choice. You have a choice to decide how you want to move through this life. You can move through this life as someone who is empowered, emboldened, who has confidence, knowledge of self, who is able to create whatever it is they want, and who works towards building a vision, the vision for their lives. Or you can be someone that's stuck in this space of not being enough, never having enough, feeling like you can't move forward, you can't overcome, you can't build, you can't create. You have the choice. The Eight of Swords is showing me that some of you are stuck in your head, and because you're stuck in your head, you're unable to move. You've created a prison for yourself. The Queen of Wands shows me that you have the ability to choose another way, to be, another way to live your life, to choose to grow. Either way, it's going to be your choice. Some of you are feeling like someone in your life has bound you, has put you in bondage. This may be a toxic connection, a narcissist that you're dealing with, and you really feel like you can't get away from this person. The divine is saying, if this is a relationship where you can't just up and leave, then take your time and build up to it. Like if there's things you need to do in order to separate yourself from this person, then do that, okay? Your time is coming. The divine is telling me, don't feel like this is going to be your situation forever. You're going to graduate from this. Like you'll graduate and be better and stronger as a result of this. Don't allow your thinking about a situation to keep you stuck, or your overthinking, overanalysis of a situation to keep you stuck. Like really believe in your ability to create, to problem solve, to persevere, okay? You may know someone who is in prison, who is in jail, and you do a lot to support them. You may know someone who is imprisoned in their mind, and you do so much to try to empower them and support them. In that case, you are the Queen of Wands. But this is your call from the divine to be empowered, to be strong, to see yourself as the brilliant creator that you are, that you've been created to be. Ashe. Hey, just a reminder, if you're interested in a personal tarot reading, a Ifa-Orisa or Ifa reading, Ifa-Orisa related ebooks, online trainings, even an ebook on how to read tarot intuitively, or my Patreon, check out my website, daydreamaustin.com. Yeah, this is not the time for playing it small, for woe is me, victim mentality, or negative self-talk, and things like that. This is the time for empowerment. You need to be very clear about your next steps. The divine is saying for some of you, there is an opportunity that will arise, and you need to be clear You know, you need to be decisive. You need to take your time and make a decision that's going to be right for you, that's going to go the distance. Um, some of you are getting to a point where you're able to cut away what binds you, what has bound you, like you are cutting it away. You're finally getting to the point where you see that these are just constructs of the mind, you know, perceptions and perspectives, feelings, beliefs that you've carried, thoughts, and that they can be changed, and you are changing them. You definitely are. It's like you're severing um, unholy soul ties. Like literally, like if there's soul ties you have with a toxic person, some of you are severing them. If your unholy soul tie is with a dark entity that you've created and fed through your own negative thinking, that's being severed as well. Like I just see you overcoming. What a beautiful reading. What else do they need to know? What else do they need to know as they watch this today? What else do they need to know as they watch this today? I heard difficult. Something is difficult for you, or something has been difficult, but it's going to get better. The Six of Swords here. We got a lot of swords out. So I see this is all about thoughts and communications. This Mercury retrograde could be particularly challenging for you. So show yourself some grace. Show others some grace. Yeah, you're moving away. Something that has bound you, that has made you feel bound, that has been so uncomfortable, has made you so unhappy, is finally like you're moving away from that and moving to calmer waters, moving to something that just feels so much better for you. Yeah, whatever has been causing you like angst, discord, unhappiness, struggle, I see that you are moving away. Some of you are physically moving locations. I keep seeing that. I don't know if people are going to, if it's going to be some type of mass exodus or something, but I see movement, moving away, freeing oneself from burdens. Some of you are separating, getting divorced. You know, some of you and your family, you know, are picking up your family and leaving a situation, a hostile area. If you live in a neighborhood that's been particularly violent, I see some of you leaving. Like you're willing to just leave because you see that all that is there for you is bondage. You might be afraid to even go outside sometimes. Some of you are moving towards a wand sign, the Queen of Wands. Some of you are going to live closer to your mother, closer to a woman that's important to you. But I just see you being very strong and decisive, making choices that are good for you and your family. So I need to know. Last cards from the tarot. What else do they need to know? Ooh la la. Yes. Let's go. Okay, royalty. This is it. This is it. It's time for you, for all of us, to really stand in our power, to, you know, to be quite honest, some of you watching have royal bloodlines and you haven't been living up to your potential. The ancestors, the astral mates, our egg bay, you know, our Orisha, all of our divine counterparts and supports are not happy with how we've been limiting ourselves with our thinking, with our behaviors. Stand in your power and be the royalty that you're meant to be. There is a child coming, a very powerful child coming to some of you that's really going to boost up your family. It's going to bring wealth to your family, abundance to your family. Some of you who haven't been able to conceive or conceiving, there's high fertility. So be careful if you don't want to have kids because it's coming. Again, the mother is factoring. For some of you, your mother's going to be very important. Some of you may feel limited because of your mother. I don't know if she's sick and you have to stay with her, or or if she just needs you, so you're like staying close to her and it kind of makes you feel a little limited in your movements. But I see you taking charge and standing up for your family. Some of you are not going to be able to move into this state of being until you release yourself from this Eight of Swords. Um, and the divine just told me that you can actually do that pretty quickly by just paying attention to your perspectives and shifting them. Like not allowing your lower nature, those negative thoughts to permeate your being and take over your mind, right? Um, Not allowing yourself to get stuck in victim mentality and feelings of sadness and not being able to make it. You can shift your perspectives no matter what's going on in your life. Try to see the good in everything. See every aspect of life, even the most horrible things, as a part of this physical experience, because that's what it is. People complain about all of the bad things, but it's obvious that the divine sanctions it all. Like this is all a part of the human experience. So try to see it as such and just move forward. On the bottom of the deck, we have this 5 of coins, and the 5 of coins is basically letting you know, like, that is, and now on the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Wands. So we have royalty, royalty, royalty. But the important thing here is to make sure no matter what's going on in your life, you are staying as uplifted as possible, because that's going to help you to overcome your situations. The divine is telling me that you're moving. Some of you who have been struggling financially or just feeling out in the cold and alone, who have just gone through such a hard time, there's a period coming where you're shifting out of that. It might be like small movements away, but you're moving, okay? So give yourself that grace. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. Let's get some oracle before we close. Please like this video and drop a comment down below on how this is resonating with you. The divine is saying it's time for you to move out of this despondent energy, this energy of sadness. Like your thoughts are driving you crazy. They're making you so sad. Instead of focusing on what has been a hardship for you, what's making you unhappy, switch your perspective. Again, when you're feeling down, instead of getting stuck in that space, pray for what you want. Focus on the vision for your life. Focus on what you want to come into your life. Focus on what you're grateful for. Focus on the abundance that you do have at your disposal. Focus on what you have that can help you. Focus on turning lemons into lemonade, right? Like, what do you have that's good for you, that is supporting you, that can support you? What is the good in your life? Pay attention to that. And what we talked about this whole time, right? Perception. Everything is about your perception. You can change your situation by just thinking, literally, by just thinking about a better situation. And well, at the bottom of the deck, we have service. So for some of you, service is going to take you out of a very low point in your life. Some of you may be spending time with an elder who is sickly or transitioning, or have just come out of a period like that, and now you're kind of getting back out into the world, okay? Last cards, words from a room. Last messages, guidance for my viewers. Look at this. Your ancestors hear you. So your prayers are not in vain. You're not alone. Even though you may feel like it sometimes, your ancestors hear you loud and clear. So keep speaking to them about what it is you want, what you want to create, what you want to build, what you want to see in your life, because it's coming. With the 6 of Swords and the Move Forward card, for some of you who have felt stuck, this is not the time to be like, oh, I can't do this, I can't, oh, it's not working. Nope, this is the time to move forward. Some of you have had this thought to move forward, to go in a new direction, and you've kind of held back, and now is the time. For some of you, something seems like it's not going to happen for a move, but you're going to move forward. It's going to happen. And you felt that when I said it, okay? So we got the last cards here. Got the patience card. Be patient, okay? On the bottom of the deck. Light a candle. That's a good way to honor your own spirit, your ancestors, is to light a candle. You can actually light a candle and pray for something specific, and you can do that continuously until you see it come to pass. Connect to nature. Nature is really important for some of you. Like really going out into nature, spending time in nature really helps you to be well. And I think you know that about yourself. And for some of you, it's time to move forward because you need to explore other options in your life. What you're doing has not worked. And so it's time to explore, to be the explorer, to go in new directions and experience new things. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to connect with you next time. Ashe!